any book that offers practical strategies for parents, I think really has to come with the caveat about no parent is perfect. No kid is perfect, no strategy is perfect. I always feel as a parent, with a lot of books I read, I feel like, how would I ever do these things? How is this possible? How do people do all these things? And a few years ago, about a year after I started, I was teaching a workshop. I think it was called Making Daily Life Work at Home, and it was really about how to make home function better, more easily, things go more smoothly. And a parent came up to me afterwards and she said, just tell me, please just tell me that you yell at your children, okay? And I said,
actually, it's an understatement.
You're not supposed to say that.
So I just want to point out, Josh does not have Asperger's, and Noah does have Asperger's, and he's teaching Josh. So it just, okay. But Josh, now it's my turn to talk. Okay. So I said, well, of course, I run out of patience and I raise my voice. Of course I do, I'm human. And she said, well, your workshop, it just sounds like you know how to do all these things and it's so easy. And I started crying with her because I said, of course that's not true. But when I wrote the book, I really wanted to put in stories that show, and this is what I talked to Noah about before I wrote it, how hard things are and how confusing they can be and how it's trial and error and you don't always know what's going to work and what isn't going to work, and you're going to make mistakes, and that's what happens to everybody. And so I was reminded of this not that long ago when, you may remember this, boys, because you were all in the car, and we'll see. And it had been one of those really crazy mornings. I don't know if you have these mornings, just not if you do. So my cousin's nodding yes. So everyone was kind of yelling. Nobody could find what they needed for school. Somebody needed something signed in a check and couldn't find the checkbook. And everyone was kind of on edge. And we finally got in the car. I got in the car with the boys, and we're sitting in the driveway, and I put my hands on the steering wheel. I don't even start the car yet. And I just put my head down on it, and I say, I really do love my children. And Noah turns to me, he's sitting in the passenger seat, and he goes, it kind of sounds like you're trying to convince yourself.
Yeah, I love to.
And,
let's go with that.
And no, I really do love my children, but there are those moments where you just, boy, you wish it were a little easier, right? So I hope the book gives that kind of sense, that it's not, I know everything and this is what everyone needs to do, but it's more, we're all in this together, this happens to all of us, and here are things we can try.